Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, Rajagogasicoder 1719. Imagine a place where the horizon never ends, where the golden sands stretch farther than the eye can see. This is the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth, covering over 9 million square kilometers, nearly the size of the United States or China. The Sahara is both a land of death and of incredible life. But what makes this desert so special? How did it come to exist? Who lives here? And how have humans survived in such brutal conditions? Today we will journey into the heart of the Sahara, its history, its mysteries, its people, and its future. Welcome to the story of the greatest desert on our planet. Today, when we think of the Sahara Desert, we imagine endless sand dunes, scorching heat, and a place where life struggles to exist. But what if I told you that this mighty desert was once a paradise of rivers, grasslands, and lakes teeming with wildlife? Yes, millions of years ago, the Sahara was not a desert at all. It was green. Fossilized remains of crocodiles, hippos, giraffes, and even whales have been discovered deep within its sands, shocking scientists around the world. Can you picture it? Whales swimming in what is now one of the driest places on Earth. So what happened? How did this transformation take place? The answer lies in the rhythms of our planet. Earth doesn't move in a perfect circle around the sun. Its orbit shifts over time, and so does the tilt of its axis. These changes affect rainfall patterns, turning fertile lands into barren deserts. Around 5,000 years ago, the monsoon rains that once drenched the Sahara began to weaken. Slowly, year after year, the green lands dried, rivers disappeared, lakes evaporated, and forests turned to dust. Imagine ancient people living here, watching their homeland change before their very eyes. Generations saw grasslands vanish, and survival became harder with every passing decade. Tribes were forced to migrate, seeking refuge along the Nile River and elsewhere, carrying with them memories of a lost green Sahara. This dramatic shift gave birth to the desert we know today. The Sahara wasn't created overnight. It was shaped by time, climate, and the relentless power of nature. And yet, hidden beneath its sands, the bones of hippos, fish, and even entire forests whisper the truth, that this golden desert was once a land full of life. When most people imagine the Sahara, they picture endless golden sand dunes, stretching as far as the eye can see. But the Sahara is far more diverse than that. In reality, sand makes up only about a quarter of this enormous desert. The rest is a striking mix of rocky plateaus, gravel plains, dry valleys, and rugged mountains, each with its own story to tell. Let's start with the mountains. Rising dramatically above the sea of sand are ranges like the Ahagar Mountains in Algeria and the Tibesti Mountains in Chad. The highest point in the Sahara is Mount Emikusi, a dormant volcano towering at over 3,400 meters. From its peak, you can see the desert unfold in all directions, a breathtaking view of nature's raw power. Then there are the plateaus, vast, flat expanses of rock and gravel that stretch for hundreds of kilometers. These are not just lifeless stretches, they are the remnants of ancient lands shaped by wind and time. The desert wind, constantly sculpting the land, carves dramatic cliffs, valleys, and unique formations known as inselbergs, standing alone like ancient sentinels. And of course, the sand dunes. They are more than just beautiful landscapes. They are living, moving structures. Shaped by the wind, dunes can grow hundreds of meters high and travel several meters every year. In the Libyan desert lies the mesmerizing Great Sand Sea, a massive field of dunes so vast it looks like an ocean from above. But some parts of the Sahara are even more extreme. The Tenere Desert, often called the desert within the desert, is one of the most barren places on Earth. Here, temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius in summer, and rain may not fall for years. Navigation is nearly impossible, and ancient travelers often considered it a place of death. And yet, despite this harshness, life persists. From hidden wadis that collect rare rainfall to the occasional oasis shimmering under the sun, the Sahara's geography is a masterpiece of contrast. It is a place where sand meets rock, mountains rise from plains, and life struggles against the elements. The Sahara is not just a desert, it is a vast, living canvas, shaped by wind, time, and climate, each feature telling a story older than human civilization itself. At first glance, the Sahara seems like a lifeless expanse, scorching sun, endless sand, and barely a drop of water in sight. Yet beneath this apparent emptiness, life not only survives, but thrives in the most extraordinary ways. Consider the plants. In this harsh climate, every drop of water counts. The acacia tree, with its deep roots and tiny leaves, manages to survive where nothing else can. Its branches provide shade for desert creatures, and its pods feed both animals and humans. The date palm, a symbol of desert life, offers nourishment and water from its fruit, sustaining nomads for centuries. Animals, too, have mastered survival in the Sahara. The fennec fox, with ears larger than its head, uses them to dissipate heat while hunting under the cover of night. The addax antelope, nearly invisible against the sand, can go months without drinking water, obtaining moisture from the plants it eats. Camels, of course, are the most famous desert survivors, able to store fat in their humps and travel for days without water, earning them the nickname ships of the desert. But the true marvel of survival belongs to humans. For thousands of years, nomadic tribes have called the Sahara home. The Tuareg people, known as the Blue Men of the Desert, navigate this harsh wilderness with extraordinary skill. Draped in indigo cloth, they traverse sand seas and rocky plateaus, guiding caravans laden with salt, gold, and other precious goods. Every step is a careful calculation. One wrong move could be fatal. Life in the Sahara is a constant balance between scarcity and ingenuity. People build homes from mud and stone, gather water from hidden wells, and travel in groups to survive the extreme heat. Traditions, songs, and stories are passed down through generations, each tale carrying wisdom on how to endure in this unforgiving land. And then, even the smallest creatures adapt in remarkable ways. Beetles collect moisture from morning dew. Lizards hide in sand burrows to escape the heat. And scorpions survive by being mostly nocturnal. Every living being, from the tiniest insect to the towering camel, is a testament to resilience and adaptation. The Sahara teaches a powerful lesson. Life will always find a way, even in the harshest conditions. It is a land that tests endurance, patience, and ingenuity, yet rewards those who respect its power and mysteries. In a world that seems barren at first glance, the Sahara pulses with hidden life, quietly thriving against all odds. Though it may seem like a barren wasteland today, the Sahara has long been a cradle of human history. For thousands of years, people have lived, traveled, and thrived in this harsh desert, leaving behind traces of civilizations that once flourished here. The earliest evidence of human life in the Sahara comes from rock art, some dating back 12,000 years. In places like Tassili Niger in Algeria, walls and cliffs are covered with paintings of hunters, cattle herders, and even boats. These incredible images reveal a time when the Sahara was green and fertile, a land capable of supporting both humans and wildlife. As the climate changed and the desert expanded, people adapted. Nomadic tribes learned to navigate the vast sand seas and rocky plateaus, developing trade networks that would connect distant regions. Caravans carried gold, ivory, salt, and spices across thousands of kilometers, linking the heart of Africa with the Mediterranean world. The Sahara was also home to great empires. The Mali Empire, known for its wealth and culture, controlled important trade routes across the desert. Cities like Timbuktu became centers of learning, attracting scholars, traders, and explorers from across the continent. Manuscripts on science, law, and philosophy were copied and preserved, making the Sahara a hub of knowledge in medieval Africa. Even the Egyptian pharaohs recognized the desert's power. Trade routes cutting through the Sahara allowed them to obtain valuable resources, such as gold, ivory, and exotic animals. The desert was both a barrier and a bridge difficult to cross, yet a pathway to wealth, culture, and influence. The legacy of these ancient civilizations is still visible today. Tombs, ruined cities, and artifacts scattered across the sands tell stories of ingenuity, resilience, and ambition. They remind us that even the most unforgiving environments can be home to thriving societies, and that human creativity has always found a way to adapt to the challenges of nature. The Sahara, often seen as empty and desolate, was once alive with human activity, culture, and trade. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity and the ways in which people can shape and be shaped by the land they call home. The Sahara is not just a land of sand and survival, it is a land of mysteries, legends, and secrets that have captivated humans for centuries. Beneath its golden waves lie stories that are as vast and enigmatic as the desert itself. One of the most famous mysteries is the Rishat structure, often called the Eye of the Sahara. From above, it appears as a massive, perfectly circular formation, almost like a giant eye staring at the sky. Some have speculated it could be the remnants of the lost city of Atlantis. Science, however, tells us it is a natural geological formation, an ancient dome shaped by erosion over millions of years. Yet the awe it inspires continues to spark imaginations across the world. The desert has also swallowed entire armies, leaving behind only whispers in the wind. Ancient caravans vanished without a trace, and some regions of the Sahara remain so remote that travelers still get lost today, never to return. These tales have given rise to countless legends, from cursed oases to treasures buried beneath the shifting sands. The Sahara is dotted with mysterious ruins, relics of civilizations long gone. Crumbling cities, forgotten temples, and rock carvings hint at human activity that predates recorded history. How did people thrive here when water was so scarce? How did they build cities that could survive the harsh winds and scorching sun? These questions remain unanswered, adding to the desert's enigmatic aura. Even the nomads contribute to its mystique. The Tuareg and other desert tribes have legends of spirits, jinn, and protective desert guardians. Stories are passed down through generations, warning travelers of hidden dangers or guiding them to life-saving oases. Perhaps the greatest mystery of the Sahara is its sheer power, a force that shapes the land, erases human traces, and yet preserves secrets beneath its sands. Every dune hides a story, every plateau holds a memory, and every storm reminds us that nature is the ultimate author of this desert's tales. The Sahara is a place where reality and legend intertwine, where the past whispers through the wind, and where mysteries wait patiently for those brave enough to seek them. Though the Sahara is often seen as a vast, empty wasteland, it has long been a vibrant crossroads of trade, culture, and religion. For centuries, this desert was not a barrier, but a bridge connecting distant lands, ideas, and people. Trade routes crisscross the Sahara, linking North Africa to sub-Saharan kingdoms. Caravans of camels carried gold, ivory, spices, and salt across thousands of kilometers. Salt in particular was so valuable that it was traded ounce for ounce with gold. These roads were lifelines of commerce, allowing civilizations to flourish despite the harsh desert environment. Along these trade networks, cultures and ideas flowed as freely as goods. Languages, art, and technology traveled from one oasis to another, blending traditions in remarkable ways. The Sahara became a melting pot of civilizations, a place where Berbers, Arabs, and Africans exchanged knowledge, stories, and customs. Religion also left a lasting mark on the desert. With the spread of Islam, desert towns became spiritual centers. Mosques were built in oasis towns, blending local architectural styles with Islamic design. Cities like Timbuktu became renowned for their learning, housing libraries filled with manuscripts on science, mathematics, law, and philosophy. Scholars from across Africa and the Middle East traveled to study, making the Sahara not just a desert of survival, but a desert of enlightenment. Even today, the cultural legacy of the Sahara endures. Nomadic tribes continue to maintain ancient traditions, music, and poetry. Festivals, rituals, and stories celebrate both the challenges and the beauty of desert life. The Sahara is a testament to the resilience of human spirit, where commerce, faith, and culture flourished against all odds, turning a harsh, arid landscape into a vibrant network of life, learning, and connection. The Sahara may seem majestic from afar, but life here is a constant battle against extreme conditions. Survival is not a choice, it is a daily necessity, a challenge that has shaped every living being in the desert. Water is the most precious resource. Oases, scattered like green jewels across the sands, are the lifelines of the desert. These rare sources of fresh water sustain not only humans, but also animals and plants. For travelers and nomads, reaching an oasis can mean the difference between life and death. Food is scarce, and every meal must be carefully planned. Nomadic tribes rely on dates, grains, and livestock, while desert animals forage for whatever moisture and nourishment the harsh land can offer. Even the smallest creatures are experts in survival. Beetles harvest dew from the cold morning air. Lizards burrow deep into the sand to escape the sun, and scorpions hunt at night when temperatures drop. Humans have developed ingenious strategies to endure. Nomads travel in caravans to conserve energy and share resources. Homes are built from mud, stone, and palm fronds, providing insulation against the blistering heat and chilling nights. Clothing is designed to protect against sun, sand, and wind, reflecting centuries of desert wisdom. Yet, even with these adaptations, the desert demands respect. Storms of sand can arise without warning. Temperatures can swing from scorching days to freezing nights. And navigation requires knowledge passed down through generations. Every journey is a test of endurance, skill, and patience. The harsh reality of the Sahara is a constant reminder of nature's power. It is a land that gives life, but only to those who understand its rules. Here, survival is more than instinct, it is an art, a delicate balance between resourcefulness, resilience, and respect for the forces of the desert. Today, the Sahara stretches across 11 countries: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Western Sahara, Sudan, and Tunisia. While these are modern political borders, the desert itself knows no boundaries. Its vast expanse has existed for millennia, long before lines were drawn on maps. Despite its harsh conditions, the Sahara is home to millions of people. Nomads still traverse its sands, maintaining centuries-old traditions. While urban centers like Nouakchott, Timbuktu, and Agadez serve as hubs of trade, culture, and administration, the desert may seem isolated, but it is very much alive with human activity. Beneath the sands lie valuable resources that shape modern economies. Oil, natural gas, and minerals are extracted, bringing wealth but also challenges. Conflicts sometimes arise over these resources, yet the desert continues to be a place of opportunity and survival. The Sahara's modern reality is a blend of ancient traditions and contemporary life. Camels may still carry goods across the dunes, but trucks and modern vehicles also traverse the same routes. Oases remain critical for life, yet pipelines, roads, and towns have transformed parts of the desert. In every corner of the Sahara, history, culture, and modernity coexist. It is a land that teaches resilience, patience, and adaptation, reminding us that even the harshest environments can support life, progress, and human ingenuity. The Sahara Desert has always been a land of extremes, but even it is not immune to the changing climate of our planet. Over the last century, the desert has been slowly expanding, a process scientists call desertification. Rising temperatures and shifting rainfall patterns have caused arid conditions to spread, affecting both the land and the people who live on its edges. The consequences are profound. Areas that once supported small-scale farming are becoming barren. Water sources are drying up faster, and vegetation is disappearing. Nomadic tribes and rural communities face new challenges in finding food, water, and grazing land for their animals. Survival is becoming even more difficult in a landscape that has always tested human resilience. Yet, the Sahara is not a static desert. Scientists studying Earth's natural cycles believe that thousands of years from now, the Sahara could turn green again. Changes in Earth's orbit and tilt may bring monsoon rains back to this region, transforming the desert once more into a fertile land of lakes, rivers, and grasslands. The Sahara reminds us that the planet is dynamic. Deserts grow and shrink, climates change, and life adapts. The future of the Sahara depends on both nature and humanity. While climate change poses serious threats, it also offers lessons in adaptation, sustainability, and coexistence. The Sahara continues to be a living laboratory, a place where scientists, environmentalists, and local communities study resilience, balance, and the interconnectedness of life and land. In the end, the Sahara story is not only about sand and survival, it is about transformation. It is a reminder that even the most extreme landscapes are shaped by time, climate, and the choices we make for the future. The Sahara has always fascinated humans, not just for its size and harshness, but for the way it captures our imagination. From ancient myths to modern storytelling, the desert has inspired awe, mystery, and creativity across cultures. Writers, explorers, and poets have described the Sahara as a place of extremes, beauty, and danger intertwined. Its endless dunes and roaring winds have been the backdrop for stories of adventure, survival, and discovery. The desert represents both freedom and isolation, a mirror reflecting the human spirit's endurance and curiosity. Even in films and literature, the Sahara serves as more than just a setting. It is a symbol of challenge, transformation, and mystery. Characters journey across its sands, facing not only the physical trials of the desert, but also internal journeys of self-discovery. The Sahara becomes a metaphor for life itself, vast, unpredictable, and full of hidden treasures for those willing to seek them. But the Sahara's influence is not limited to art and literature. It continues to inspire science, exploration, and environmental study. The desert reminds us of the delicate balance between humans and nature, teaching lessons about survival, adaptation, and respect for the natural world. In the end, the Sahara is more than the largest desert on Earth. It is a living legend, a landscape that challenges, inspires, and endures. Its story is intertwined with human history, culture, and imagination, a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of life. The Sahara invites us to dream, to explore, and to wonder. And as long as it exists, it will continue to capture our hearts and minds, reminding us that even in the harshest places, there is beauty, mystery, and life. So friends, this was today's amazing information. Hope you liked this video and learned something new. If you found the video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you again in the next video with another new and surprising thing. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned to learn. Jai Goga Sikoderma.